What's up, guys? We back again with the Realness Launch Podcast 2024. It's consistent vibes all the time. What's up?
What's going on? What's popping, y'all? We outside. We outside.
Right, so we got our special guest in here. We got the one and only Rico Bandz.
Yo,
how y'all doing?
Turned up. Big man doing big
Peace
things.
and blessings.
And we also got Honey in the
What's going on, baby? You ready for the vibes?
She got all that West Coast vibe, she says,
right?
right?
All day, every day.
We got Elvira, KJ,
Y'all know what's up. Hey, in the building.
Bro.
and we got the Jason Lamar. Let's go.
What's
going on, everybody?
Guys, I'm so excited for this episode. I mean, to come, whenever I look at Rico Bandz, I think of, man, like this guy came so far, because sometimes in life, we hit our rock bottoms, and then what matters is how we rise from the fall.
Absolutely.
And that's why I'm like, man, like it's an honor to have you to come on and to really share your story. Because I mean, your story, you started, music, but then also, being in jail. I mean, I know that could be really hard on your mental health, right?
Yes.
Explain how that was. Like, how was that for you?
I mean, it was rough. You know what I'm saying? I just had to learn how to cope with it, deal with it,
Yeah. And then, like, of course, dealing with the mental health issues, but then also, you stayed committed to the music. Like, I think that's inspiring too, because, when you're locked up for so long, you start thinking about, should I quit? Did that ever help into you, or did that ever like come to your mind?
Well, people ask me all the time, like, are you going to continue doing music? And I'm like, man, I don't know. At that time, I was writing, just preparing if I wanted to do music when I got out. So a lot of these songs, I record. A lot of these songs I wrote while I was in prison.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Honey also had some questions about this too, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just because I was wondering, I know I've had brothers that have been locked up, uncles that have done 15 plus years, really had to sit down for, a big amount of time. And how is it with, I know you're a father without, you having to miss out on times, birthdays, things like that. I know when you in there, you can't be sitting there crying. You got to be, got to be hard. You got to, keep your stance and stuff. How was that without having your children with you, your loved ones with you?
Man, it was rough. The first time I did 5 years, I never got a visit.
Wow.
What? Wow.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
Nothing.
No visit.
No.
This time, 3 months before I came home, my mother and my son came to visit me.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think that was twice out of
The
3 years.
Oh, wow. Wow.
But none of this.
So-
And were you here in Arizona or were you out of state?
I was in Arizona.
Oh, you was out here.
Oh, what?
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, so that was rough,
Yeah.
seeing everybody going to visit or food visits, and I just had to just sit back and be like, all right, it's all good.
Yeah, because you're not getting that connection from the outside. Wow.
But I didn't know that. And I think that's hard too. I mean, especially, but then I feel like at that time, you're questioning who the hell's real in my life. Because if you ain't like coming to see me or visit me, like you're probably questioning people's true colors, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Some people pick up the phone, some people won't pick up the phone. I never needed no money from anybody because I had businesses, that was paying me still. And, partners that was, making sure businesses was running good. All I needed was support. And that's what I told people before I left, man. Just give me some support. Some people did, some people didn't. And some people did for their own like beneficial reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and I think, even KJ was telling me, about, wanting to know more about your story about jail. I know KJ had some questions about it too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You just mentioned writing. You did a lot of writing in there. Is that mostly like what you did when you were locked up, or like what did you do to make time pass by? Like, were you like, hitting the burpees? Reading a book?
Sure, I worked. I had a routine. I get up, I pray, I meditate.
Meditation.
Then I'll listen to podcasts like Eric Thomas, Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, Reverend Ike, stuff like that. And they had on our tablet, it was a thing called Truck and Hustle. So I learned about the trucking industry inside of prison, and I started a trucking company while I was in prison.
Wow.
Wow.
Man.
Dang, that's really utilizing your time.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
I know.
Some people just sit there and they don't do nothing. They don't go to school. They don't read. They don't know. They be in there fighting, still selling, still just doing the shit they was doing out here, not making no change. So that I commend you for making that change and having to have that type of pressure and not having that support that you needed. You know what I'm saying? From your friends and your family too.
Well, I think like me going there, it taught me a lot, and there was a reason why I went. I started how can I say this? My mind is everywhere because I'm going back thinking.
Yeah,
no, you're good. No, take your time,
man. Come on.
I started a behavior. I opened up a behavioral health facility before I left.
God
before I went to prison.
damn.
What?
Yeah, so
Man.
it was called Pinnacle Vista Residentials in Surprise, Arizona. So my daughter ran it, and I had a partner named Ray had helped me run it, and his wife Monique.
Oh, okay.
So we had did that as well.
Wow.
So every day on the phone, you know, I was getting up every day. Like I said, I had a routine, and I check on every business that I had.
Right.
Wow, you were in prison?
Man.
I mean, what do you think about that, Jason?
That's
like,
crazy.
to not let go, like, I mean, to not, like, to literally keep building while you're in prison? I mean, what do you think about
like
that,
nothing
Jason?
was holding them back.
Well, I mean, that's a testament to, you hear people nowadays make so much excuses for everything. You know, they got work or they got whatever it is, and they act like they don't have the time to do anything. But you were literally stuck in a fucking box for years and still decided, I'm gonna make the most out of this, and I'm not a victim to my situation. I'm gonna make the most out of it.
I mean, I failed too. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you have thoughts in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're going through different, things, and certain people leaving out of your life, and it hurts, and you can't. There's no alcohol. I mean, there's alcohol in there. You can do alcohol. You can do heroin.
You can get anything.
You get anything up in
that
there.
you can't
know what I'm saying?
out.
So some of my friends, they battled with, depression, just like me, and they went, to the drugs or the alcohol. You know what I'm saying, or the spice or whatever. I didn't do no drugs in there. You know what I'm saying? So, at one point I did fall. Mentally, just going through things. You know what I'm saying? And I just had to sit back and just pray. I gave my all to Allah. And I just kept it at that, just kept praying and kept my faith and, having a great support for us, like my family and some of my friends and business partners who stayed picking up that phone and helping me, like stay sharp, you know what I'm saying? And like, everything's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So like, life is all about choices. Like you mentioned, like some of the homies, some of the friends, they went ahead and fell in depression and they coped with drugs, alcohol, all that shit. So what pushed you or what motivated you to make the right choice to do it in a positive way? Like you said, you was praying, you was reading books. Like, what made you do that? Like, what was the motive behind it? You just want to better yourself? Or
I mean, just praying. Just gave my all to Allah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Beautiful.
And
That's beautiful.
I was just like, I have to change. I'm here for a reason. And at first, like when I first got there, like the first 10 months, they took me to Steiner and on the red side. And that was GP. The blue side was, PC at that time. It was, transitioning. And I went through like that phase of lockdown. And we were locked down so long. And one of my cellies, he was like, man, we've been locked down for like, I think it was like 3 months at the time. We didn't see the sunlight.
Damn, and the whole type
and
shit.
at the time, I'm like, man, for real? I'm like, man, we fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
damn.
just sitting there, some people got life all day, natural life, never going home.
Oh, that's
some
true.
people got 10 years and some people got 15 years, just getting there doing 15 years. And I'm like, okay, I got this 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not too bad, but I'm still going through things as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And I remember just like one day my mind was telling me to do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because before I left, I was coping with Percocets and alcohol and stuff
All that
like that,
shit.
marijuana.
Wow.
And my mind was asking my friend, not my mind, but my mind was telling me like, hey, try this. And I'm then here, I caught myself asking my friend like, hey man, how does that make you feel? He's like a Percocet times 10. And I'm like, damn, my mind's like, try it. And it was during the month of, the Ramadan was just about to start, really fast for Islam. And I sat back and I'm like, man, I gotta get away from this dude. I gotta get away from me. I gotta get my mind out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up the Quran and I had a few other old people that have been there for a while, like OGs. And they took me under their wings. I was like, you know what? This is it's time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The right
I'm
way to
here.
do it. Yeah.
You're here for a reason.
Yeah.
Let's go. Separate yourself from this or you're going to end up doing all day. Because I was fighting in there. I was getting to a lot of bullshit as well. It's just like everybody else.
Yeah, you got to survive.
You know what I'm saying? And
Can't
I
be
just had to
salty there.
escape that.
That's also the power of accountability, though, because you say I was here for a reason, so you got to learn the lesson that you can from it. Because a lot of people are so quick to be like, well, things are unfair, the system fucked me over or whatever, but you could say that I did this and this is what I'm here for. I need to learn my lesson from it and move forward with that.
Because towards like the beginning, everything was going like wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, child support took my money. I came in with like $7,000. I bought my TV. I bought my clothes and stuff like that, food. One day I go up there and I got $10. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the
Whoa,
hell?
stop playing.
So
What
they took
did
like
happen?
$5,000 from me and left me with $10.
Really?
Wait,
I
they
didn't
still
even know
take
they
child
do
support
that.
while you locked up?
Yeah.
Type shit.
If you got
What
money on
the
your
fuck? I had
money
no
on your
idea.
books, they can do
Wait,
that. I
wait,
didn't even know
wait,
that. So
what?
your kid's mother must have waited until you was sitting down
No,
to do that.
I was already on child support.
And they
you know
just
what I'm
took
saying?
it? That's
Well, I'm not on
crazy.
child. It was back child support. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm not on
back pay.
child
Okay,
support.
I got you.
Back pay. So I'm not on child support. It was just the back pay that I had on there.
But the principle of it is shit. You had 7 racks and you go in that motherfucker
Yeah.
$10. You
That
like
put me in like a little bit of depression
Fuck
because at that
yeah.
time I couldn't talk on the phone.
you ain't had no honey buns, no
My
ramen.
phone calls
Yeah.
and my phone calls. You know, I didn't have nobody on my phone call yet because you have to wait for it to get approved.
Oh,
So I
that's
had
true.
family
You
and
gotta do
friends there that I knew from the
applications.
streets. They made sure I was straight, but it was more of like, damn. So I got into little things and stuff like that.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
get your
saying? Just
hustle
to
on.
bounce back and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
You
shake
have
back.
to, bro.
But then, you know, towards the end, I was helping people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, giving back.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so along the way, I was helping people. Like some people changed their religion because of me and started
Oh,
praying. And,
wow.
you know, I'm teaching them how to pray in Arabic and stuff like that. So when I first went in like and then I came out, transition, I changed.
So that's
Okay.
powerful too when you're used to
Yes.
doing like negative stuff and then you seeing that you're starting to make a positive change in someone else's life.
Yeah.
Like that's a powerful thing.
Yeah, that is.
I relate to this so much because, you know, when you're so dark in a dark place, you question everybody. You question like, man, like who the fuck is really real in my life? And you get so dark in there. But then when you start helping people and making a difference in somebody's life, that shit is life changing because you're like, man, like whatever I'm doing, I'm helping this person.
Yeah.
It's like you're finding your purpose. And then when you find your purpose, you're like, man, like I got to keep doing this shit because whatever I'm doing, it's fulfilling myself. Not drugs, not alcohol. Nah, I'm giving back by helping them, guiding them, advice, praying, like you said, praying. You know, I think it's all about finding your purpose. What would you say?
Discipline.
Yeah, discipline
Absolutely.
too. Yeah. What do you think about
And
that?
finding your purpose, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, finding your purpose,
Wow,
discipline. I mean, honey, what would you say about that?
Honestly, I commend him on that. I commend you on that
Yeah.
because I've had a lot of friends, like I said, family, and they really don't utilize their time. Yeah, you down right now, and it'd be a situation. My mom didn't send over $10,000 to my brother at one time, and we're thinking he's on top of everything. He's doing what, you know, telling us he's working and telling us this, and he comes out, and we like, how are you able to go get high the next day you get home? So you was doing that, spending her money for that. And it's a very selfish thing to do when you have people in there. And I know it's an addiction, it's a habit, you know, it's hard to stop.
Mhm.
But for someone that, you know, was in his predicament, in Rico's predicament, and he was able to question himself at a point of time, but him being prayed up and staying prayed and staying grounded to who he is as a person got you to be out in a better circumstance now. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
Me being strong, like people watching me be strong, they wanted them to be, they wanted to be
absolutely.
strong. Like, you know, like, man, you fast for 30 days? Man, I wish I could do that. Well, you could do it. Try it next year.
Yeah.
Try it for 2 or 3 days out the week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Prepare for next year.
You was like they hope. You was
just working
setting
out.
the
Like
example.
I get up and I'll work out. They knew my routines to work.
Mhm.
Hey man, I'm too fat. I'm dealing with cholesterol. Well, I'm dealing with cholesterol problems too.
Mhm.
Run this track with me or walk the track out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Set the
Do it for
example.
20 minutes. Do 10 laps. Do 5 laps.
Wow.
So I was just helping people along the way, man. And, you know, a lot of people was, you know, got off drugs because of me too. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's like, man.
That's amazing.
So I just feel like it was every prison I went to, I helped a lot of people. And I just remember like the last prison I think, what was it called? Phoenix West. It's a program yard. You get out 90 days early because I got out 90 days early too.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
When I got there, I had some rugs and I had some beads and stuff like that. I had like brought some extra stuff from the other prison.
Mhm.
And at first I was going to leave it, but then something told me, take this with you. So and it was during the Ramadan. So it was during the month of Ramadan. So I went to the next prison. Here comes, this guy needs a rug. I gave the beads to the imam to do his praying, you know, for leading the prayer for us. And then I had a couple kufis because they took the do-rags from him. So here goes a kufi. So I'm like, man, it was a reason for this.
Wow.
And I told them, I'm like, man, we could sit here and pray all day and eat together in here, but are we going to do this on the outs?
Absolutely.
Wow.
And we all go to the same mosque in Tempe by ASU.
Stop.
And y'all
playing.
still doing it. Wow, that's amazing.
We're still friends.
That's what's up, man.
Wow.
And kind of timing
They
back.
came when I came home, they were out there too.
Really?
Wow.
And that's crazy, the
Shit.
difference you can make by just giving someone something to help start their journey. That's beautiful.
I think that is beautiful. And tying back to what Jason said about, taking accountability, not being a victim to your story, owning up, okay, yeah, I did this, but, it's never too late to change your story. And I think that's what Jason was saying, right? It's never too late to change it.
100%. Yeah, you can write your story as to whatever it is that you want to. And then also a lot of your situation shows the power just of gratitude. You take it there, you got 4 years. There's people down there for life sentences. And probably some of them who got them 200-300 year sentences that they're never going to get a chance to live out. But you just got a short little bit of time.
It's friends that it's people that I like haven't seen since I was like 17, 18.
Oh, wow.
That I've seen in there.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Like it was people that I haven't seen in a while.
And were you like, what, like, the world is small?
I was just like, man, this, like, you've been here this whole time. You know what I'm saying?
He's still the
like,
same.
I was sitting down with this guy named Snoop. His name is Gary Finley. And he's doing Natural Life. And we found out we have the same, like, aunt. We found out we were family.
Oh,
in there.
wow.
And he's doing Natural Life. He's been down 27 years.
Oh,
and he's a Hebrew Israelite. You know what I'm saying? He stayed praying. He's fast as well and stuff, work out. Real militant. And we were in the chow hall one day. And he was like, man, he's like, bro, I got to eat this for the rest of my life. He's like, I got to see this penitentiary flip so many times.
Right. 25 years, yeah.
27.
27, yeah, that's a long time.
And he's still fighting, fighting his case, still fighting. He still got hope. You know what I'm saying? Not giving up. But he's like, I got to eat this for the rest of I've been eating this long, man. He's like, don't come back here.
That's powerful.
That always stick with me. Like when my mind, like, man, do this or do that. Because we always go back to what we used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I can make this, I can flip this, or I can do this. And you got to just like, you're battling with your own, with yourself. Like, nah, man, I can't do this.
Yeah, stuff like that too helps keep the perspective. Because like you're going on about your whole life, and that man's sitting there in the same room, year in and year out.
Yeah.
And telling you don't
fighting
don't
his
do
case
it.
every day.
Damn. I mean, because there is a
day.
chance something could be turned over. It's always hope. God, there's always hope. You can't never just give up.
It's never too late.
Then I seen a guy did 33 and went home.
Really?
Yeah.
And got his case overturned, new attorneys and stuff like that. And
33 years.
That's amazing. I couldn't imagine sitting down for no 33 years.
But then you gotta like vision like he's still thinking like he's in prison.
Right. So he has that defensive mechanism.
He doesn't know how to be free.
Right.
They
do it.
Like even me, like when I don't really go to clubs like that. I don't really like being around too many people because it gives me anxiety.
I feel that.
The motion of everybody moving.
Right. You don't know what's coming
like,
next, but you gotta watch your back. It's just that protection type of
that mentality, bro.
Yeah.
So prison does fuck your mind up sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it does.
Oh, yeah. No, and that makes sense.
Sound.
Too.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be in the house and I hear a sound, I jump up. Like, what's going on? I'm like, damn, I'm tripping. Because a sound was my alarm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree, yeah.
When riots happen, anything's popping off, they shut
doors
that gate,
closing.
they open up.
Bro, the guards with the keys.
Yeah.
See, all types of little shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, I can sleep with the lights on just like this, but a lot of people can't. I'm used to it. The lights being on.
Yeah, bro.
My God.
That's true.
Yeah, I never really sleeping in the full dark.
Yeah,
Damn.
man.
Make sure to appreciate everything that you have. People that's out for free. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I can imagine you said meditation. I can imagine the gratitude you have right now. Like, man, like to even coming out and seeing the light again, like,
Man, just even walking up the mountain, man, it's a blessing.
Yeah, every day is a blessing. I think you said you tapped into meditation. How's that been working out for your mental health?
Man, it works good. I don't take no pills, you know what I'm saying? I was diagnosed with depression in 2020.
Oh,
man.
And I don't take any pills.
Wow, no pills. Yeah, because there's other outlets. You could meditate. You could write. Like therapy is writing. I don't know. I like to write my feelings too. It's therapeutic. Even when when me and Honey were coming around, we were actually listening to Big Mad, Little Mad, and we were feeling that. I was like, hey,
that's my shit.
And what I really liked in the quote was you were like, we ain't homies now. You did not hold me down. And
that stuck in her mind.
Yeah,
so
I was like, man, like, and it makes you think like, man, all these people that were in my life and they didn't hold me down the way I held them down.
And I'm not friends with none of them.
Yeah,
and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And when I thought about that, I was like, man, like, what were you feeling when you wrote that song? Like, was it like revenge, or was it like, nah, you weren't with me when I was down, so you ain't gonna come with me when I'm up?
I just heard the beat when I wrote that in prison. I just heard the beat. I wrote that a couple days before I come home. I I just heard the beat on my tablet and I just started writing. You know, you start off with the hook, big mad, little mad, yeah, big man. You know what I'm saying? And then I went into the verse. And then matter of fact, I finished the second verse out here.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
I just wrote it in there and that's, you know, what I was feeling at the time.
Yeah, because when I'm hearing it, I'm like, man, like I can imagine like, man, like you were with me when I was down, now I'm here, now I'm free.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and then also the other verse was, you know, I was also thinking about like people in your life that come and go in a reason. And, you know, you started thinking about, man, like who has been genuine in my life? Like, you didn't hold me down. And now I'm up. Kind of like back then, they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all want me.
Yeah.
You know, the classic, you know, honey as well. Like when you think about, you know, you weren't there for me when I was down. Now you want to come with me when I'm up? I mean, what do you think about that one? I was thinking about that.
I feel like that song Rico made, it you can like, it's just, for me, you can use it for anything. It could be your nigga just broke up with you and now you just got a new job.
Yeah.
You on top of your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be any aspect. You went to the gym now, like that's like a song that I use when I go to the gym because it's like it has me so hyped up when I'm doing my little workouts and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that song. And
Thank
I feel
you.
like
appreciate
Yeah, I
people
was
that
feeling it.
wasn't there for you doesn't hold you down, or even people that didn't believe in your dream, or people that didn't believe in the podcast. That's why you're not on right now. People like that, it's like, now you mad, now I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? No, I really love that. I love that song. It's so
Yeah.
I mean, when I
amazing.
came home, it was so much love. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of love from everybody. Everybody was there. But where they at now?
Fact.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So they gave me all the love when I came home, but they're gone now. And and I was talking to my manager the other day. I was like, man, when we put that big mad, little mad on the radio everywhere, nationwide,
Mm-hmm.
that's when shit started happening. Like people started dissing themselves or just acting funny towards me. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was crazy.
And you didn't name drop nothing. They
I
just
didn't
knew.
do nothing to
They
nobody,
knew.
but they
when
just
you
like
know.
a lot of people was asking for money. Like, oh, I need this, I need that. I'm like, damn, I just came home. What the?
Where was you at?
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you serious?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
for
then
money.
I'm saying
believe
they just, I don't know. It's so funny, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just here. I'm just pushing, man, and just doing what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? And wherever this takes me, I mean, it takes me, and I'm just going to enjoy the moment.
Wow, I think that's amazing too. I mean, KJ, when you hear about, you know, you weren't there for me when I was down. Like, why do you want to call me when I'm up? What when you hear like big mad, little mad, what do you think of?
Yeah, I mean, shit, that's just like real life shit that like, you know, not everybody, but some people could relate to that shit. I mean, like he was, you know what I mean, he was locked up. He was, you know what I mean, like down bad. And once you out, you know what I mean, you up. So like, shit, where was you at when you were supporting me when you were locked up? So type
Yeah.
shit, for
What
sure.
about you, Jason? What do you think about that?
I think people worry a lot about what people are going to think about them and use that as like a reason to not want to do shit. But people aren't going to support you if you're doing good. People aren't going to support you if you're doing bad. Like no matter what it is that you're going to do, some people are going to fucking hate on you. So everyone loves an underdog story like after it's written, but nobody wants to be there for the process.
Wow.
Absolutely.
It's lonely at the bottom and it's lonely at the top. Ain't no
I agree.
Buy yourself everywhere. Might as well be at the better spot.
For sure.
Sometimes not even your friends will support you. Like they're kind of like, I mean, sometimes you feel like they're gonna support you, but then they don't, and you're like, man, a fucking stranger sharing my fucking music. How the fuck?
We all get used. It all depends on how you let a person use you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
We all get used in life. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
That's from
Yeah.
Tupac right there. Yeah. How long you gonna get pimped for? You know what I mean? Shit, for real.
No,
yeah,
facts.
no, and then I think about like, you know, you were like, I don't want to go back down this road again. I want to, you know, because it doesn't matter how hard you fall. It really does matter how you come back from it. So
Yeah.
I think you were more on the comeback side. Like, all right, if I come out, I'm gonna come back strong. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna do this. Because like I said, it doesn't matter how, you know, how, even if you go to rock bottom, and it's good when you hit rock bottom because the only way you can go is up after that. Where can you go after that?
Yeah.
Up.
Truth be told, like everything that I vision or everything that I put my mind to do, like everything I had set up for, you know what I'm saying, that
Mhm.
was going good. When I come home, everything went downhill. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't even put this out in the public, you know what I'm saying? But I'll do it now, you know, because it's real.
Mhm.
We're talking about some real shit. Businesses went down. The trucking business went down. Other businesses I had went down. I lost over $300,000 since I've been home.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? So that kind of put me in a depression around October, November.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm barely getting up out of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I just lost this much money. But I'm like, you know what? I can get it back. Go back to what you know. You know what I'm saying? As far as
Wow.
the legit side. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting a mouthful of Bandz back going. I just did Mike Rashid's grill. I'll show you guys a little bit what it looked like.
Yeah, I saw that because you have also your grill business, and you also have your cannabis business as well too.
Yes.
So you're just tapping
Free
into
junkie.
so many different outlets.
So I just did this right here for Mike Rashid.
Oh, that's icy.
shit.
That's
God
icy.
damn, what
See, I
the
need
fuck?
this. I need something like this. Open face though. I need something like that. I
I
like
got you.
that.
Man.
So you know who Mike Rashid is, right?
Yeah.
He's a bodybuilder. He also
that's crazy.
sponsored me with the Ambrosia Collective.
Yes, I saw that
the
as
vegan
well. Your
stuff.
other supplements,
Plant-based supplements,
yes, and everything that's vegan, right?
Yeah, it's all plant-based.
Yeah, the
Man.
nectar and all that. I love Mike Rashid.
Yeah, you fuck with it?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah.
got to take the nectar every day. The mental jewels.
Yes.
Fuck with it, yeah.
CMOS?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
I love that because I saw a picture and a video of you on your Instagram. And you was actually sitting there molding.
Yeah, I was molding.
So when I was like, he's the hands-on with all his business. Like, you're not a businessman that's gonna be okay. I'm gonna hire someone to do it. And I'm gonna just collect and I'll pay you. You actually in there making sure your shit's coming out solidified. I like that.
He's one of my good friends. When I came home, he flew out and we sat down, we chopped it up. And I molded his teeth. He was like, man, I've been waiting for you for 3 years, man. Come on, let's get it.
Yeah,
because you've always had your grills. Even before, you always had it. When I met him, he had it. The whole, like how he has it now, he's always had it. Always had his diamonds on, always shining. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And that's good too, because he's always about thinking about goals, businesses, the next move, like what's next, right? Which reminds me about your music. You know, what do you have looking forward to in 2024?
We're releasing the single with Mo3 came from. We're gonna put that on the radio nationwide as well now.
Wow.
I did have another song called Poison, but they want to wait because I'll let you guys listen to it.
I think I heard. I saw
Poison,
I saw when you had your I don't know what you call it, but you know when artists go and have their own solo act, he had like had a live band behind him. It was amazing. I sat there, I watched it, I loved it. It was everything.
Wow.
So my manager was like, well, then let's go with this one first, and then we'll go with that one because that's a different type of, style.
Okay, yeah, it is different, but I like that. I do like the switch. I do.
Yeah, yeah. And so you're kind of tapping into different, genres and stuff. I mean, like I said, like of course, when 2024 happens, everybody thinks about New Year's resolutions, right? Are you that type of person? Or are you just like, nah, like let's keep going all the time?
I'm going with the flow, man. I'm free. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's tax time. So, if you guys need your taxes done, come to 67th in Glendale.
Oh, okay. Period.
6744 West Glendale on
what in the description?
behind the QT, independent tax. So if you got problems with the taxes or need your taxes done, come holler at us.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, guys, if you need your taxes done.
Pop out Rico Bandz. I mean, you see how he be coming through drip, he gonna get you right.
And the not that baby daddy who doesn't want to care for the kid and not come to Texas.
Taking all that yearly money.
Yeah, you can't come back.
Right now it's just grind time. We got Tree Junkie in the dispensaries in Nirvana. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Cookies,
I want to try your strand. It looks crazy.
I didn't bring any.
No, I saw you with Mexican OT, and I was like, because that nigga smoke. Okay, he from Texas, the big smoke. Okay, so when he was smoking, I was like, that shit looked good. I was all on your Instagram scrolling in, and I was like, that looks some good nuts, thick
Shout
nuts,
out my
not
boy
no
Qzino,
crumbles.
man. He's right there with them. He just did a song with a Mexican OT, and he plugged me right in with him, man. It was cool.
Oh, okay, absolutely, I love
did
that.
the promo for free.
Oh, real? Because was he out here when he had his
he was out here.
performance?
Yeah, he was performing.
And you was okay. I figured. I was wondering when how y'all
boy was on the road with him.
Oh, okay.
Pull up. You know what I'm saying? He went that Tree Junkie.
Yeah. He looked like he was gone too. I know it's hitting potent.
And I think too, like you just said about depression, mental health, really taking that seriously. Because I always say mental health as well. Like you gotta really practice your mental health. If you look good, you feel good, but also really investing into, your depression, meditation, different outlets. I mean, with mental health, I know you stated that, because being locked up, your mental health gets fucked up.
For sure.
How do you, do you feel like, culture does affect mental health?
Sometimes.
Yeah, we were tapping into that the last episode. That's why we was asking, like, can your culture, because, a lot of people don't want to get help sometimes. They're kind of like too prideful. Like, nah, man, we're just going to thug it out.
I mean, we could blame it on that, but it's just that, we have to take control of our own mind. It's us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can sit there and say, this person, oh, that's why I did that, or my dad went around and that's why I sold drugs, or that's why I did that. No, it was me.
Wow, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all we have to do is just tap into, like, get to know us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay to get away for a little while and study yourself and know yourself, man.
Know yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people come, like, that I seen in prison and they were on drugs and they was just battling with, like, you know, my dad died and this is why I'm doing this, or this died and this is why I'm doing this, or this person left me, my girl left me. And I'm like, well, if that person left, they left, they're living their life, they're having fun. If your dad passed away, he's in heaven.
Absolutely.
You know, inshallah, God willing, you know, he allowed him to, you know, go to the pearly gates, to paradise.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But you have to live your life. Now you have kids. You want your kids to look at you. You're on drugs.
Wow.
You're deteriorating every day. Look at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Get yourself together, man.
Yep.
Drink some more water. Get off them drugs. Work out.
Yes.
Eat healthy. Eat right.
I love that.
You know what I'm
Yep,
saying? So,
absolutely.
and they just, you know, a lot of people are around weak. When people are on drugs, they're around a lot of weak people as well. You know what I'm saying? Get around a positive, negative, and come on, let's go.
Get away
Start the
from all
car.
that shit.
You know,
Yay.
negative and a positive.
Absolutely.
Start the car, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
Can't be too negative. It's not going to go nowhere.
Yeah, you know, not playing a victim to the story. You know, what do you think about that, honey?
Oh, absolutely. You definitely got to hold yourself accountable for your actions. I mean, you can blame your parents, blame whatever, but at the end of the day, it's yourself. You got to make the change for yourself. You got to get up and say, hey, I got to do this.
I
and
was
gotta do
going
that.
when I checked myself into my primary care in 19. I knew I had a problem. I knew I was drinking a bottle of 1942 a day or Casa Azul a day. I was smoking 10 Black and Milds a day.
Oh,
I
shit.
was smoking weed. I was chewing gummies like crazy. I was popping pills here and there. I lost like 20 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And this is during a time where I know I have to turn myself in. What do? Do I run? Do I turn myself in? Is this person going to be here with me? This person left out of my life. I'm in a 5-bedroom house. Nobody's here. It's just me. I'm deteriorating. I'm looking at these, you know, I got rings around my eyes. People are like, bro, you looking like a demon. Well, like I'm feeling like one. Because I'm intoxicated. I'm not eating. And I'm like, man, I got a fucking problem. So what I do? Turn to the back of my insurance card and I called the number and checked myself in.
Man.
And when he said, hey, you know, you suffer from depression, I remember sitting down on the counter and I put the prescription right there. And I was like, man, it come down to this? I'm like, nah, man, it got to be something better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just pacing. I'm just sitting there just thinking. I'm like, what makes you happy?
Right.
What made you happy as a kid when you had no worries? So I went and did those things. I went and hiked up the mountain. I went and got an ATV. I went and,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, did things that made me happy when I
kept you
had
going.
no worries.
That's beautiful.
And that's how, you know what I'm saying, I shook it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? I drove to St. Paul, to Minneapolis, went to Mall of America, came back. Just seeing all that green and coming back, it just like changed my whole perspective of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, get this over with. You're going to be all right.
Right. Damn.
And I went in, I was still drinking. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't 100%. I was still drinking. I was still going through my shit. I'm just transitioning though. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was going to get better, but when? Because I'm fighting for it every day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still fighting. I'm going to always fight for it.
Right, that perseverance. Yeah,
the perseverance. And what do you think about that? When he says, you know, do things that make you feel happy as a kid to find your happiness. What do you think about that, KJ?
Yeah, I mean, shoot, that's exactly what he said. You know what I mean? Just find shit that what made you happy as a kid. So
yeah,
sure,
yeah. What do you think about that, Jason?
I think if you're feeling down in whatever capacity, there's always something that you can do about it. Like people just want to sit there and wallow in it. Or like he said, he was faced with the pills and you thought, no, I can fix this. So you went out and did stuff. And doing stuff was what ultimately led to it going away.
Yeah.
So usually it's a response to something. You're sad for some reason. So what is it that you're doing? Go fix it.
Absolutely. You know, Jason keeps it straight up and forward.
Yeah,
I love
for sure.
it.
I swear. This man is so
Yeah.
straight up. You know, but we need that. You need that real life shit. Because, you know, nobody's going to like, you know, be like, it's okay, sweetie, nowadays.
everybody
No,
know
you
your
got to be
hand, you
like,
grown.
if your friends are fucking up, you got to be like, yo, you fucking up. Like, you doing too much, you know? And it's that realness that makes people want to turn their life around. And I think, you know, when it comes to your story as well, you're like there's got to be another way. And in order to find your happiness, you also got to figure out what's making me not happy. Like, you got to uncover the root of it. And I think that's what you did. And I really do applaud you for that. Because I'm like, man, like, and staying true to that path. Because you're like, I don't want to go back to my unhealthy habits. I want to start fresh, you know, like, you know, and then you keep thinking about what can I do to, you know, better myself even more every day. Because every day, like, it doesn't matter how old you get, we're always learning. We're learning new shit every day. But the first step to changing your life is, you know, learning from those mistakes. You know, that's how you grow, right?
I don't drink or smoke right now, so.
Sheesh. man.
Same here, homie. Same here.
I didn't drink either. I smoke.
I love that. Oh, look at y'all. Y'all so good. Y'all some good people. I'm going to drink and smoke my blunt. But
I mean, when it's time to
Hey.
celebrate, you know, I'm
You
going
gonna-
to
right.
celebrate.
Socially,
you know what I'm saying? But right
yeah.
now,
Yeah.
it's not time for that.
Right.
I'm in grind mode, and I'm just
Yeah,
trying
we feel
myself
that.
ready.
We're on this
Yeah.
podcast right now. It's
I love
grind
that.
season.
No, definitely. All
No,
2024.
yeah, and like I said, like, you know, when it comes to even, you know, KJ, he's like, we stand on business all 2024,
Yeah.
but you got to hit the ground running right from the start. And I think that's what, you know, when it comes to anything in life, you got to keep going and being consistent. That's key.
For sure.
But sometimes I feel like it can be hard to be consistent. What are you saying?
You got to have money.
He did say it on the podcast. He did say it takes money to want to, you know, do your career. If you're gonna have you gotta have a 9 to 5 to take care of what you're gonna have.
You got to have some money.
Got
man.
to have the bread.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to have. I mean, you got to have a nice studio.
You see?
Um, man, my mind be
I know that's how I feel.
racing sometimes.
We're gonna take a 5.
All right, we're going to take a 5, guys, right now, and we'll be right back. What's up, guys? We are back from our break. And like we said, guys, we're up and running. It's 2024. I hope you guys are writing your goals down, writing your visions down, and really believing in that shit. Like, we're here for you. If you guys support us, we support y'all 1,000%. Like, you guys, I get messages all the time about, you know, how much these episodes mean a lot to you guys. And we really do appreciate that.
Absolutely.
You know, it all starts from you guys. People, you know, it always comes from them. And it's always good to get back to those listeners, people who listen to y'all music, right, Rico? Or what would you say about that? It all starts with them.
Yeah, because he definitely did had the giving back for Thanksgiving with 98.3.
Yeah.
He was out there and it
was cold.
It was no sun. It was no
Cold.
sun, and he was out there
Yeah.
standing strong, handing out the turkeys, handing out everything. And I just was like, wow, you know, he was just got home and he's already out giving back, doing things for the community because, you know, he's from Arizona. You know, he putting down for his people, putting down for his city. So I thought that was amazing to be there to help out at all the families and everything. That was amazing.
Yeah, I think I saw that too.
I had a good time doing that.
It was fun, huh?
Yeah.
I know
I'm
that
like,
was
what y'all
fun.
cooking? What y'all eating? What y'all doing?
Having conversations with them?
Yeah, I'm gonna deep fried. I'm gonna do this. What kind of size you having?
Oh, I love
I'm
that.
sitting there just talking to him.
Wow. And I bet you felt really good about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. I'm like thinking about, man, like being in that cold weather, but then also knowing that you're making a difference just by, I mean, you don't know who's struggling, right?
I love giving back. You know, when I came home, I went to see the juveniles over there with Sheriff, I think it's Sheriff Lamb in Florence. Lamb, I think it's Lamb, I don't want to mess your name up or nothing. But he, my boy Chappie, which is Peter Mayoff, he goes there every last Thursday of the month. And he invited me. So we was talking to the juveniles there, and they're in trouble. And, you know, I'm like, what you in here for? What you doing?
Ooh,
and they asked the question, like, how was
up?
prison? I'm like, you don't want to know that.
That's
How
what they
did
was
you-
asking.
yeah,
you, like,
like,
excited.
How was the food? I'm like, you want to go to prison? How old are you? 13. I said, well, the first time I went to, got locked up, I was 13.
Oh, okay.
I was 13 years old. Here I am, 40 years old, and I'm still on probation. I've been on probation since I was 13.
Oh shit, yeah.
You don't want to be like me.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, get some good grades, do this, I'll give you a grill. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, giving us the
better
type of
yourself.
motivation
You
to
know what I'm
have.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, you in here for breaking in houses or smoking weed. Come on, you could do better than that. Why are you smoking weed? What's going on at home?
Mhm.
Those are the questions I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been there and I've done it.
Right.
Wow, what's going
And
on?
then towards the end of it, they were all listening, they're all smiling. And
I feel like that's really helpful for that though, because I was in YA when I was 17, and I was still the same way. Like, oh,
Yeah.
what's prison like? You know what I mean? Like, what y'all eating there? What are y'all doing? So having someone actually that was there come and say, nah, it's not what you want to do. Because I mean, it'd be a lot of people like from the neighborhood or whatever, but just a few years older, and you look up to
Sure.
emojis, they think they're cool or whatever, and they're still not.
so you did the
old
scare
enough to
program?
not. Huh?
You did like the scare program before too?
No, I would have. It was
Okay.
actually just
Just going in there?
just getting arrested.
Before I went to the juvenile system, they had like the scare program. Or whatever. So I did that first, and we didn't. We like, man, get up out
Oh,
there.
nobody care about that shit.
Yeah. But,
Oh, like how they got it on TV, like Scared Straight, trying to
Yeah.
shake you up and shit.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
That's what I was
So
like,
it was
that's
just,
what
it
I'm
was
talking about,
just
just
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah,
you know
that's what
I'm
they
And
saying?
they
talk
be in
about.
your
They do
face.
Yeah, they
and
took us
just
to
trying
Florence and they
like,
was yelling and shit. And I'm just laughing. I'm like, because at the time, my uncles, they ran the prison. They started the,
Oh,
a
shit.
gang in there.
When you
in prison.
born-
So
you
they
be born
ran the
into
shit.
it
So I'm just like,
sometimes.
shut up, my uncle, this and
Yep.
that, boom, boom, boom. And they love me with the dude looking like, yeah.
I watched
So-
the
I
Yelling at
bet
the
y'all be
wrong
watching.
motherfucker,
No,
yeah.
I swear. And back to the giving back too, with what you said about giving back. KJ was even telling me, like, we ought to give back. And I was like, man, thinking about it too. I was like, KJ has that mindset where it's like, we ought to give back to people. I mean,
Mhm.
why do you feel like that's the case, KJ, for you?
I mean, because shit, life ain't always about, you know what I mean, give me, or, you know, take. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You gotta give back. It's not always like, you know what I mean, giving. It's not always like take. You gotta give back. So
Yeah, definitely, because we blessed to have this platform, blessed to be able to do this every day. I mean, that's the only thing right to do is to give inspiration to other people that are coming up with podcasts, or even just people that want to do interviews with rappers and want to do interviews with upcoming restaurants and upcoming businesses or black businesses or anything like that. It's good for them to see like positive role models, positive people on this platform, having Rico, having Jason, you know, having us three on here doing our thing. It's important to give them back to them, not just with our words, but physically giving back to them as well.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think that's why when I saw you, you know, doing the turkey, I was like, man, like he's giving back, because you know when you reach so much, you know, it's always good to think about somebody could have it way worse than me. Like I got to do something for this person. You know, like you just don't know what people are going through. Everybody faces that battle silently in their mind.
There's a lot of things we do off camera as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
just, you know, shout out to 98.3, Jay Still and everybody over there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Fam,
that
They
no.
came up with that. It was
sure.
like, man, you want to be a part of this? I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Woo,
wow.
wow.
Richie Evans as well. You know what I'm saying?
Richie
My boy Chappie came out. A few other people came out. Katie Security, he came out. And we just
it
out
was like
turkeys,
nice
man.
little group back there. I was like y'all was just having a good time.
There was a
out
lot
there,
of turkeys, you know what I'm saying? And
talking
you know,
with the people and stuff. I love that.
putting them smiles on people's face. That's why I do grills. Like some people teeth be messed up. My teeth was, you know, my teeth have a lot of gaps and stuff. So when I started, you know, my company and stuff, I was just putting smiles on people's faces. You know, some people teeth be messed up. You know what I'm saying? Or have gaps and got spaces or whatever, don't have no teeth, and I can fix it with this. I'm not a dentist. I'm a hood dentist. But yeah, just putting smiles on people's faces, man. I love that.
Wow.
Just putting, you know, seeing somebody smile. You know, when I could be down bad, but just seeing that one person smile, it just brighten up my, like, man, keep on going.
Yeah, I relate this to like to, you know, people working at the grocery store. I remember, you know, Black Friday, you know, we got Walmart, Target workers drained, literally like lines going crazy. My sister's also in working at Walmart, and you know, those type of people, like when, you know, when you're going through, you know, such a big events or Christmas and all that stuff, and during the holidays, I feel like people forget, like these people are literally trying to make a living, and they got to deal with, you know, stress, and that's why, and also servers too, like tipping them big because their kids probably need that tip.
Yeah.
How, of course, like dealing with, you know, that type of industry, but then also like remembering people are, you know, these workers are not just workers; they're human beings. And I think, what do you think about that, honey?
I mean, at the end of the day, you never know what somebody else is going through. I could be going through some crazy ass shit. You come at me sideways, the smallest thing you do, I could just explode. So I feel like it's always good to be giving to people, to be nice. There's no reason to be driving crazy, having road rage and shit, because you never know if someone just lost their parent, if someone just lost their job, if they going through foreclosure. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta put your best foot forward when you're dealing with anybody that's outside your normal space. You know what I'm saying? You could be your homegirl, your friend, whoever.
True.
Always just treat people how you want to be treated. At the end of the day, you learn this in elementary school.
And you get rewarded in like different ways.
Absolutely.
You don't even know. Like
The
I was
cycle.
going through Popeyes the other day, and I ordered some food and stuff, and I seen like they had the slushy, the lemonade slushy stuff, and I'm like, man, is that good? She's like, yeah. Do you want one? I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And she gave me one for free and put extra food in the bag. When I left and looked in the bag, I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's God.
Yeah.
That's God. That's
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm like, we
love
get
that.
rewarded in different ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What you give out is what you put it out, you're
Yeah.
going to get it back. Not when you expect it, but you're going to get it back. And it's just a circle of life.
And it
That's
happens
just how
like that
goes.
all the time. I was at Target one time, and this
Absolutely.
lady just paid for my stuff.
Yes.
It was like $40. You know, I was getting some teas and some socks. She's like, I got it. I'm like, for
That's
real?
what happens when we put positivity out.
I'm like, for
Yeah.
real?
That
She's
shit
like,
comes
yeah.
back to you.
I'm like, all right. Took
Yeah.
pictures with her, and
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People really do that. I've had people do that to me in the drive-thru by my foot. I'm like, what you mean like my Starbucks is paid for? It's like, oh, they took care of you and the last 3 people
Yeah.
behind you. I'm like, oh. So I started doing that too. Like if somebody's behind me, I'm like, look,
Pay
what
it
they
forward.
got. No. I ain't gonna spend no $40. No. And what they got. Okay, I
They got
could do
12
I could yeah.
frappuccinos.
I ain't gonna take care of the office now, but you got like 10, 15, 20. I'll take care of it. I'll do it just to put a smile on somebody's face, like Rico said. You know, it's just about making people happy.
Yeah, I agree. And like, you know, KJ, what do you think about that? You know?
Yeah. No, I actually got a story. So like me and my cousin, we were actually at the drive-thru of McDonald's, and you know, there's like a homeless man, like, you know, like asking cars, you know what I mean, for some food or whatever. And me and my cousin were like peeping dude, and so you know we finally you know connect with him, and you know he's asking us about like food and shit, you know what I mean. So we were like, all right, man, what you want? Like, we literally like give him like, you know what I mean, give him some food and shit. And then like we pull over to the side after we get our food or whatever. We're like, here, we'll order you whatever you want. And like we asked him what you want. He's like, oh, I just want a cheeseburger or I just want some fries or whatever. Like we got him the whole shebang. Like we got him like a meal type shit. So we pull over to the side or whatever. We finally give him his shit. And this dude literally like breaks down and starts crying. Like he literally like starts crying. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was deep, you know what I mean? So
give him back.
Yeah. So like just a simple hamburger to give to somebody could make a big difference.
Right. He was hungry. Just, you know, so many people probably denied him.
True.
Yeah, everybody was denying him, bro.
And then boom, there you go.
He kept asking everybody and shit. Me and my cousin, bro. Like shout out to my cousin because my cousin, he's the one who actually like. I'm like, bro, like fuck that fool. Like you know what I mean? Like forget him. Like whatever. And so he's like, nah. Like my cousin's the one with the big heart. Like if he has 50 cents in his pocket, he'll give you them 50 cents. And ever since that day, like that shit changed my perception and mindset about everything. Like a couple weeks later, some dude was like flagging me down or whatever, but he was just asking for directions. And I was about to be like, you know, fuck this. You know, I was about to just dip on him. But like, no, but my cousin, like that situation at McDonald's, I was like, you know what? My cousin will probably stop and like see what's up with this dude. So I pulled over and he was just asking for directions. He was just lost. So that little simple situation with my cousin, like, changed my mindset. Like, you never know what someone's going through.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Jason?
I mean, I'm a big believer in just helping out random people any way that you can. There's no point in having stuff if you can't do anything good for people. Like, I give money to homeless people on the side of the road. I know people are like, well, they're going to do drugs. But, like, he's asking for help. Who am I to tell him what's helpful to him, you know? So
I'm going to get out of the car and talk to him and see what's going on.
Whatever
What's going on? Why you out here? What's going on? What's up with you, man? You know what I'm saying? Where you from? You know what I'm saying? How old are you? You got kids? I'm asking all type of questions.
Yeah.
Man. No. You know what I'm saying? Before I give you some money, I want to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I think that reminds me of my friend, Andrea. She was on this podcast before, you know, because she also was in drug addiction. And she told me, she was like, you know, now when I see people like that, you just have more empathy. Because when you know, she told me, she's like, I've been in that spot before. You have to ask, like, what's going on with you? Like, what can I do to help you? Because you remember what it's like. I always say, you don't know what people are going through until you put yourself in those shoes.
Absolutely.
Is when you can speak on it.
Absolutely. I believe that 100%. Yes, for real.
Yeah. I mean, true. Yeah. And whether it's depression, whether it's, you know, sometimes, because it's easy to judge from the outside. But man, like, even if you think it's for drugs, like, you just don't know how dark that person is in that place. You know, you don't know how deep they're in. And I think that's what Rico's saying is like, talk to them. Like, what's going on with you?
Some people just need a conversation.
Yeah.
Drugs, just somebody leaving them. It's like so many things can bring a person down and they don't know how to get out of it. They don't know how to climb. They start with something and just keep on going and then they hit rock bottom. I was almost there. I was almost there. So I know that feeling.
Yeah. And, you know, now she's out of that and now she's like in a way better state of mind. I mean, she really went to therapy, really focusing on her mental health. But I think, like I said, like when you experience it is when you could talk about it. And that's why, you know, even you know, when I think about seeing people on drugs or whatever, I see that and I think about my friend because I'm like, man, like that was my friend before. Like you're lost at that time. You're kind of lost. You're in a deep, dark mode. So, you know, you don't know, you know, and also you're around the wrong people. So you're kind of lost and nobody's really guiding you the right way, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're going to go where you can go get drunk at. You're going to find a drinking buddy or you're going to find a person to get high with or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, no. What do you think about that, honey?
Oh, no, absolutely. That's true. And I have learned myself. Remember back in like, what was it? Like 2 years ago, we went out and went to Tent City and we got like cases of water. We made food, hot dogs, chips. And we reached a good amount of people. I'll say maybe about out of them hundreds of people, about 20 of them, it took some things. Because I learned that the homeless people that are going through things that are on drugs and, you know, in that predicament, they're very prideful. And at first I kind of was like, man, what the fuck you mean you don't want this food? Like, all right, whatever, nigga. You know, like that was just me at that time, you know, being younger. I never did anything like that before, you know, to go ahead and step out my comfort zone and go ahead and be out there and do something, you know, to give back like that on my own, you know. So when I got that type of response, I was just like, bro, what the hell? Like, you weird, homie. And I'm gonna keep pushing. But now that I look back on it, I'm just like, it's a prideful thing because you might feel like someone's giving you something even though you didn't ask because they see like you're down. And it's like maybe like, don't remind me I'm down. I already know I'm down. I already know I'm here.
Wow.
And I think that that's kind of where a lot of the people that I was interacting with that were like, no, I'm cool and didn't want to talk, or, you know, they would say that they tend, no, my girl don't want nothing. And the girl looking at me like walking to the car like, I want it. And then her husband or her dude's like, no, we good, we cool, because, you know, he's not able to give that to her. So it's kind of like I might have been taking that type of step away from him. And I understand, you know, even though if you're down and you down bad, it's that prideful manner. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that hope that someone can go out real quick and he might be able to make a couple dollars at, you know, penny handling or whatever to get some food for his girl. So I kind of understand, you know, the mindset that the people that they had at that time frame. So yeah, most definitely give back. But if people don't want to take it, don't take it as, okay, they shitting on you or some shit. It's just, you never know what they're going through.
That's true. What do you
I
think
would
about
have
that?
just sit there and just said, hey, man, I'm trying to talk to you. Boom, 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 what's going on? I'm just trying to help.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I would have just left it right there. They would have got it.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Like
That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
I
At that
think I
time,
was
you saying that's your first time. You don't
Yeah, I was like,
motherfucker tripping.
I swear.
What do you think about
I'm gonna eat this motherfucker.
Give him a little
It's like, yeah, I just to be honest.
I know,
I'm in the hot sun.
Like how Rico said, just having a conversation, people like stepping out the car and get like letting them know that you care about what's going on. You're not just there for the moment. So I would say that right there, just stepping out and talking to people and seeing where they're at, even if it's a 5 or 10 minute conversation, can make a difference in somebody's life.
Yeah. And I know KJ said, you know, that really changed your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel like that did? You know, when you went to McDonald's and that happened and why do you feel like that did?
Kind of like to the metaphor you said, you know what I mean? Never judge someone if you've never been in their shoes. But again, like, shit, kind of like what Honey said too, you get out what you put in. You know what I mean? I can't relate to like, you know, being homeless, you know what I mean? Or, you know, being on the streets and shit, you know, like knock on wood type shit. But like, I can't relate to that, but, you know what I mean? Or put myself in their shoes, but I can put in and I'll get it back. You know, blessings will come one way or another. But like, I can't relate to being, you know, on the streets or homeless, you know, thank God, or, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? I could go out and help them out in a different way. And it'll come back to me. So you get out what you put in, and that shit is everything in life.
Yes.
You get out what you put in, shit.
You get out what you put in. What do you think about that, Jason?
I mean, every time, it's whatever you put out into the world is exactly what it is that you get back. Like, people expect negative experiences, and they get negative experiences. People think that everyone's out to fuck them over, and they just run into people who fuck them over. So I know I used to, when I was younger, go everywhere thinking that people wanted problems with me and had problems everywhere that I went. So as soon as I stopped looking at that, stopped having problems.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
You are what you attract type shit.
That's what I was thinking in my head. That
you are what you attract. If you positive, you attract positive people. If you're always negative Nancy, you don't attract negative people.
Yeah, it's always the seeds that you plant. You know?
Yeah, we don't want no low vibrations.
Yeah, low vibrations.
Yeah,
you know.
6 feet type shit. You know what I mean?
Protect your mind, protect your peace. I think when you get older, all you look for is protecting your peace. Like, no matter what you do, whether it's friendships, relationships, protect your peace.
That, though. You have to have your peace taken away from you to learn that, okay, this is valuable. I need this.
Bad.
Yeah, I didn't have my little transition, and I'm like, yeah, I need to have that. So whoever I get rid of, you can like it or not, it is what it is. No hard feelings, all love, but you gotta put yourself first. You gotta protect your peace.
Protect your peace. What do you think about that?
For sure, that's facts.
Yeah.
That includes family and friends.
Yes.
The whole circle dynamic.
I'm cutting them off. Like a bad leg.
It ain't nothing to cut out.
Some soft shit right there. He said like a bad leg.
No, for real.
Yeah, you're right. You have to have your peace taken away to really be like, all right, you know, I don't want a chaotic person or a chaotic friend or chaotic family member. I want people who, you know, are able to, you know, give me peace. I think that's all we want in life. But, you know, obviously when you're young, you're going through trial and error and you're kind of experiencing people. And, you know, sometimes we're so familiar with chaos is that we attract that chaos. And we're like, man, like this shit feels good. But it's because it's familiar to us.
That toxic energy. No, not for 2024.
Yeah, no, cut it off all 2024.
I don't want to wake up arguing with nobody. I don't want to fight. I don't want my blood to be boiling because that's not good for me.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just like, you know what? It's all good.
Yeah. Or just distance
You're
yourself.
blocked.
You're blocked.
Easiest way to
I
do
love it. I love it.
The block button is one.
I'm the block queen up in here. You just block. Done.
People give out the friend title way too easily. Like, just because you know somebody for a long time doesn't mean they're your friend.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I feel that one.
No, I did. Me too. I got 2 friends. So three now. I got Jason.
Yeah, my life is boring.
Facts.
It sucks.
Ain't nothing wrong being boring. I like boring. Boring's the new. Okay. Boring's the new.
Not all the time. You know, sometimes it's all right, but like he be like, damn, look at you. Who can I call? I can't call nobody.
See, that's what I thought, and I started booking trips.
Well, I can't leave.
Oh yeah.
I can't book no trips right now.
My boy can't go to Dubai. He can't go.
I will be gone.
Oh yeah. Okay, no, that's not you all the time.
No,
So I gotta call my uncle. Somebody, what you doing? He's like, yeah, man, it's boring, huh? He'll call me. What you doing, man? The same shit I was doing last night. Looking at the ceiling.
Hey, you know what? But you're in grind season at that
Yeah,
same
right.
time. You know, it's lonely at the top. When people say it's lonely at the top, it's true. Like, it's lonely at the top.
Yeah, you're trying to do something. You're trying to get make some shit happen. It is lonely. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is.
Shit, that's why Ferraris and Lamborghinis only come in 2 seats. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I
true.
like that.
I feel like, I saw this quote. It's like, nobody wants to be with you in the process, but they want to be with you with the results.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jason tapped in on that earlier, and that was just hitting it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Honestly.
y'all don't want to be with it when I'm seeing the vision or when we see the vision, but you want to be with us when the results happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that when you were telling us about, like, when you started releasing Big Mad Little Mad, people were like sneak dissing, or what happened?
It's just, they was sneak dissing too. A lot of people feel like, well, how's this song getting played on the radio like this? How's it
Quick.
doing this?
It was
And
like,
how's
boom.
Wow.
and they still spinning it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
no, literally. I was
So it's
listening to
just
that
like,
quick.
I was in Vegas and they were spinning XM. I'm like, damn, my partner was coming to see me and he sent the video, of them playing it on the thing. Shot me out and everything. I'm just like, I'm in grind mode. But a lot of people wish they were right there or want to be right there. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
everybody got great music. I don't discredit nobody. You know what I'm saying? But it's the grind. Everything costs money.
Overnight. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Promotion-wise. You got to promote yourself. You got to get yourself out there. You got to do these podcasts. You can't just sit at the studio or at home and have 1,000 songs. Nobody's going to know you. And I'm never going to put a price on anybody's work. You know what I'm saying? If you want $1,000, if you want $500 for your, for your verse or whatever, for you to video, for you to mix, master, whatever, I'm going to pay you. If you're great, you're good, and I like your sound or I like your vision or how you, do shit, I'm going to pay you. A lot of people in Arizona don't want to pay nobody.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? You go somewhere else, to Memphis, you go to California, you go to Vegas, you go down south, other places. People are paying them $300. Here, drop on the song, $1,000, $500. Or here go $1,000 to shoot this video. Don't nobody in Arizona want to pay nobody to do nothing.
Yeah, we got to change that shit.
You have to pay to
Especially
play.
for the city, though.
Pay to play.
shit.
You have to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are spending money right now to book this, right?
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing free.
Yeah.
No,
Ain't
absolutely.
nothing free.
Absolutely. I know you.
He has to sit here and he has to pay rent on this place.
Yeah,
Everything.
that's true. Everything's a cycle.
And the person who has to pay rent to have to pay the mortgage.
That's true.
Everything costs.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's
Gotta
true.
pay to play.
And that's the breakdown.
That's true. You gotta pay to play. I mean, when I think about that, I'm like, man, he's right. Especially in these studios, the lightings, all that stuff. They gotta pay for the lights.
It'd be
Man,
the
it costs,
editing too.
man.
You gotta have the editing.
Everything
Equipment,
costs.
everything.
Yeah, mics, everything gotta be 4K. It's a lot. It's a lot that goes into doing the podcast. It's not just getting up here and us talking.
I don't want
chilling.
nothing for free.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody saying, hey, I did this or you, you owe me. No. Here you go. When people say, here, man, I got you. I'm like, nah, how much is it?
Right.
I'm always going to pull out my wallet or my credit card or my Cash App, my Zelle, and pay for what I need. I don't want
Wow.
nobody give me nothing, because in the past when I let that happen, now people feel like, oh man, you owe me, or I
now
did
you
this
owe
for you.
something.
Wow.
Nah, man, I don't owe you nothing, man. You did that out of love, or you did what you do it out of.
Wow.
Love
when I
and
do
leverage.
something for somebody, I don't want anything back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it to say, hey, I did this for that person or just tell the whole world. No, this is out of love, man.
Wow. Respect.
That's my zakat. You know what I'm saying? That's me giving back.
Yeah. I think I feel like a lot of people should live like that. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, you owe me this. I even see like a lot of artists, right? When they have like the hit song and you see like another article saying they're getting sued because, and I'm like, why are they suing them now? Like, why didn't, what I'm saying? But I think it's like when you're rising to
You
the
like
top.
the Rod Wave? You talking about like Boosie and Rod Wave?
Yeah, like
well,
something
they
like
should have.
that.
Well, they should have paid him. They should have had a contract. That's business.
Yeah.
First of all, that's business. So you can't get mad at somebody for want their money.
Yeah.
You took my lines and my lyrics. Well, you got to pay me for that. You sampled my shit.
Yeah, it's mine. I made it. It's my intellectual property.
That's your problem for not going to get your contract and hollering at my people. Yeah, I'm going to wait for it to blow up and get big, and then I'm coming after you. It's business.
Yeah, that's true.
That I way to go.
I'm gonna go get my money.
Hey, it's Rico Bandz for a reason, guys.
For real.
Just saying.
Sample my shit.
I love it.
I know. That's what he says. Like, I'm Rico Bandz, man. Like, I need my bands. Like, where the fuck my bands at?
Man.
So I think that's important too. Like, I love how you're so positive now. You're like, I want to talk to people. Hey, what are you going through? Like, I see you on the street. To have that mindset, it's like, it's powerful. It's healing. Because even I always say, like, people just want you to listen to them. Like, don't try to change them because you can't fix a person. That person has to fix themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes people just want to be listened to. Like when that girl, guy, or whatever keeps calling you and says they want to complain about their ex or whatever, and you're like, they just want somebody to listen to them.
Yep.
Yeah. I was just talking to one of my friends too, man. He was going through some things, and he had told me he just got out the hospital. I'm like, oh man, what you get out the hospital for? And he was like, man, boom, 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 depression. And I was just, I talked to him for like a whole hour, and I let him know, like, this conversation was supposed to happen. You needed someone to talk to. And we had a good conversation, man. And I helped him, man. And now he's back on this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, damn. When I sit back and I'm like, damn, man, I just helped him. And that's God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
He was really going through it. He called 911 because he knew he was going through some things and went to the hospital.
I look at the shit the same way, man. People hit me up all the time, like, yo, I just want to talk to you real quick about what it is that I'm going through. Like, go for it, man. Let's workshop some ideas and shit.
I love that. I relate that.
Just got on him the other day. He was, battling with, snorting cocaine and stuff like that, and lost his apartment and stuff like that. I'm like, man, you did that.
100%.
Can't blame Grandma this. I said, Grandma been gone. Grandma's not coming back. She's dead, nigga. And I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, though.
I couldn't grieve. I was in prison going through it. I was crying. I was hurt. Grandma's gone. So now I'm trying to better myself for Grandma.
Yeah, that's one of your songs.
You know what I'm saying?
It's because the title Allah. It's one of your songs.
Allah.
That you was talking about your grandmother being passed. And I love that song. You just like the way when we were listening to it on the way here.
Yeah, we were.
I couldn't make it to her funeral. I was grieving in myself, heartbroken. She was beautiful.
Wow.
Absolutely. Wow.
Man.
The stuff that you go through when you can't reach your people is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I think
but that's what I'm saying. Like, people blame my grandma or this and that. I'm like, he looking at me. I was like, you had your own apartment. Now you back living with your dad. You're 30 years old. Come on, man. So you know how far you went back? Where's your car at? Oh, I did one of those title loans and they picked it up. How much do you owe? Now you're backwards.
You can't make
You know
no
what I'm
money
saying?
out of
So
car.
now he's shaking back because he crying and stuff like, damn, like ain't nobody talk to me like this. Man, if you don't snap about that shit, I'm gonna slap the shit out you, man.
Hey,
like, come on, you my little cousin. I'm just keeping it real with him. Like,
you
stop
need
playing
that.
with yourself.
Yeah, you have
People
to.
need to hear that shit, though, because people like to be like, well, my parents were alcoholics, or they did drugs, or I was this, I was that. Like, you chose to do that shit at the end of the fucking day. Like, none of that matters. It was your choice.
No, absolutely.
You gotta stand on it. Like,
stand on business.
I think especially taking accountability and taking ownership of your life, because you are the director of your life. Literally, like this podcast, we're the director of our lives at the end of the day. Like, what you're saying is, don't play victim. Rise from it, learn from it, grow from it, be better from it. What do you think about that, KJ?
Yeah, absolutely. Shit. I mean, shit. Don't play victim. Don't be all poor me. Shit. No, fucking thug that shit out. Fucking figure out what, figure out what you got to do. You know what I mean? Shit, you can fucking cry in a cave or a little rock all you want, but you got to keep going. Shit, like, life goes on.
No,
I used to actually hate that term.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Shit, like, you know what I mean? Because
You say go cry in the cave. I used to tell motherfuckers, go cry in the shower. Don't let nobody see you cry in here, man. You in prison.
I've heard that before,
Go cry in the shower. Go let them tears out, because I'd have let my tears out in there. It's all right. It's okay. Go release them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, go cry in the cave.
Absolutely.
Don't let nobody see you. Don't let nobody see you down.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
No, for real. No, when I think
real
about
shit.
that.
Real shit.
Yeah, no, for real. Because like people, don't give them the satisfaction of seeing you suffer.
Yeah.
Like
People love that.
Yeah, they eat that shit up.
They
like,
feed off of it.
I agree. Like people want to see you down, and then it makes them so mad because you're like, you wanted me to fall down. This reminds me of T Grizzly when he makes that one song when he came out of prison. He just started writing, and I forgot the title of it. If you guys know, it's First Day Out. And I was like,
banger.
Yes, and when I hear that song, bro, you just think about like he literally just got out and he just started coming up, and he was like, the beat, everything just like I'm out. You know, you guys, I was so down for so long.
Mhm.
I'm coming up now. Like, I'm not letting you win. Don't let these people win, you guys, whoever's listening to this podcast. Like, don't let people win. Like, you got to keep going. Whether it's that person that's trying to take you down, your own homie that's trying to see you down. You know, a lot of people want to do that to people. And it's like, and it makes them so mad when you don't stay down and you just keep going up, up, and up. That shit piss people off.
Yeah, no.
And when you fall down, and let them know you fail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Keep it going. Like, figure it out.
Yeah. What do you think about that, honey?
Me personally, when I have things going on, I don't tell anybody about anything I'm doing before it's already solidified and it's signed. I'm not telling nobody nothing. I'll call you the next day and be like, "Oh, what you doing, girl? Oh, no, I'm just chilling. Oh, I'm on an airplane right now. I'm going somewhere. What you doing?" And people are like, "Oh, what the hell? Like, you was just at home at work." Or if it's something like with the podcast, like how we had Rico on, or have any upcoming artists or anybody else, I don't tell nobody nothing. I don't tell my family. I don't tell anybody. It stays within the circle of the podcast. And I even tell Raquel, like, don't tell nobody nothing. Don't get too excited. Don't say nothing, because people prey on your downfall.
Yeah.
And it's just a thing. Woo! And I'm a real big believer in, when you tell somebody your next move, they plotting on how to fuck your shit up. You feel what I'm saying? They waiting for it. I've lost so many friends because I'm excited telling them what I'm doing and the things that's making me happy. They see me happy. I'm glowed up. I look good. Whatever the case may be, my money's right. And the next thing I know, out of nowhere, boom, some shit fuck up. I'm like, but I've been doing the right shit because somebody praying on my fuck up. The whole energy boom. And I'm like,
who is you, dog?
Right. I was like, oh, hell. Yeah, so I had to learn just growing up. I'm like, yeah, you can't give out all your secrets at once. You just got to keep stuff to yourself, let it marinate, let it bake, and let it be what it is.
I agree. What do you think about that, KJ?
Yeah, shit, what she said, you know what I mean? Fucking, you know what I mean? Move in silence. You know what I mean? Move in silence.
That reminds me of when he goes, you know, they praying on my downfall. On all 10, I stood tall. Every time I hear that verse, I'm like, damn. What do you think about that, Jason?
I'm not familiar with the verse as a whole, but I'm here.
Jason gonna be like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, but basically, you know, he gets out and he starts, you know, but he's like, people are preying on your downfall. That's basically, you know, what Honey was trying to say is like, people are preying on your downfall. What do you think about that?
Yeah, people hate to see you do good because it shows them that they're not doing anything. Like, no one wants to see anybody climb when they're sitting down there at the bottom just watching them, because it just reminds them how far they are from the top.
That's true.
No, literally
that's facts. No, that is so much facts.
Yeah, that's how you got to move sometimes. Yeah. You can't say nothing to nobody. And I was wondering too, Rico, because I know we talking about this, but I was wondering, I've been seeing you post about construction, rebuilding homes. What's going on with that? You know what your business is. I do my research.
We were just talking about not announcing your move. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I have a company called Bandz Investments. So what I do is I refurbish homes, so I fix and flip.
Okay, I was wondering what that was. I've been seeing you. He be outside. People be working. So I'm like, dang, he always doing something.
So I got 3 houses
different
right now that I'm working on at the same time.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll be ready by next month.
Okay.
And up for sale.
Okay. Wow. Oh, up for sale. They
so I do real estate. So I got homes too. I rent out too. So.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, yeah, you need to let the people know how to, like, I know you say you got to have your money before you start, but what can you help people that are like new entrepreneurs trying to get to where you're at? Like the steps that they could take to initiate that type of game.
Well, right now, I went through hard money lenders to get the homes that I have now.
Okay.
The 3 homes. You know, you just got to have your 15% down or your 20% out. Depends on your credit or how they run your stuff, or you know, different hard money lenders are different.
Okay.
And you know, and just have the money for the rehab.
Okay.
You know, I put, you know, on these ones I put about 35,000 into 2 of them each. You know what I'm saying? So that's 70 grand.
Right there.
Plus the 15%.
Damn.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
Rico is always moving, guys.
No, yeah, I was like wondering
So
about
profit
that.
wise, it'd probably be like 80 to 100,000 on each house.
Okay. Oh yeah, you getting your profit
So I'm
right
trying
back.
to get that. Yeah. So I had to
Return
go
on
back to
investment.
what I know. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you, I fell down. So this go good, everything go right. I'm just making my money back that I lost.
Yeah. So it's not
Then
like it's a game.
I'm gonna keep on going. I'm building up my portfolio. I had videos and pictures, and I'm gonna start a Instagram called Build with Bandz.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
We're gonna just keep on going.
'Cause you
I want
always
to do
in
mansions
different-
now. I want to do
mansion-
like
oh,
$1
he
million
going-
house.
Damn.
$1 billion house,
Yeah.
Because Arizona has a lot of property out in Yuma. It's property lots that are empty, dirt cheap. Like you can literally go out there, buy something. And if you had the means and the money, go to the bank, like Rico said, this type proper steps, you can go ahead out there and build a house and go ahead and sell it to somebody or Airbnb or whatever the case
You don't
may
have
be.
to go to the bank to get
Hard
money.
money's private lenders.
Oh,
There's
okay, private lenders.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
I don't know
private-
anything about that.
there's
So I'm
multiple
learning,
private lenders
dibbling,
that are-
dabbling. Okay. I'm trying to get my information. I'm trying to get some
Yeah.
property, do my own little thing, one of
Yeah,
these
just
days.
hit me
So,
up. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'll show you how to do that shit.
Yeah.
It's very
Absolutely, I
easy.
appreciate that.
Man, yeah,
Very
and
easy.
yeah. Like I said, man, I want to thank Rico Bandz from coming on
Hell
here.
yeah.
Man. I learned so much.
Big Rico.
Yeah, and he's just a testimony to be like, don't let nobody, see you down. You can always come up from the fall. Make sure you guys
Absolutely.
check out his Big Mad, Little Mad single. It's all over 98.3.
It's
Shout out.
all over.
Literally, I hear it all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, like I swear, I feel it. I'm
He
like,
got new
He
man.
would send me
Music
videos
dropping.
all the time.
Say yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
music
yeah.
and
Hit me up on
videos.
Instagram. I am Rico Bandz.
Yeah.
And we'll put that in the description
We
too.
will
Y'all
put that
gotta
right here.
search.
I am Rico Bandz. Make sure you guys
Yes.
check him out for the
Yes.
grills. If your
Any
teeth,
questions, anything, hit me up.
I
you
know
what
I'm
saying?
gonna be
For the grills, it's mouthful of bands.
Yeah.
get your
Tree
teeth
Junkie.
right.
Yeah, Tree
At
Junkie
Tree
in the
Junkie
grill.
on
At Tree
Instagram.
Junkie.
I'm getting all the
too.
businesses up.
We
I don't
put
care.
in
Put me
everything on here. No, for real. We don't.
67th and Glendale for the tax.
I know it's coming
I
out
know it's taxes right now.
in the January. Start filing.
Yeah, shout out to Honey and KJ.
Absolutely, nothing
but
love, loyalty family.
I hope you guys learned a lot, man, from this podcast. Don't let nobody see you down. People praying on your downfall.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's 2024. Rico out here, man. He's always making moves. Make sure you guys tap into him. And like I said, guys, make sure you guys always stay true to your goals. Thank you guys so much for supporting us.
Absolutely.
We really do see your reels. We see everybody sharing. I see
Yes,
people commenting
thank
on.
you.
Thank you guys so much.
appreciate
watching
y'all.
us. And, we'll be back again for another episode. But till then, guys, stay blessed. Continue being kind to people. Talk to them like Rico Bandz says.
Yep.
And we'll be back. Peace
All
out.
right. Peace.